Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on Camden Farm on Farming Simulator 25. So we're in August now and it's been a wee while since I've done a video again. I do apologise. I was going to do 4 videos the previous week, but I decided 2 just to get me started. But we're back at it again and it's quite a busy day on the farm because we've got a lot of jobs to do. I ended up doing all the baling and picking the bales up out of the fields to save us some time. And I'll very quickly show you what I've done just around here. I've changed the layout of the farm a bit and I think it's acceptable what I did because it is the game that limits you to how many bales you can have. So what I've done is I've put a bale shed around here and I have left a bit of extra space just in case I want to add any more sheds because I've seen a few nice grain sheds or a cow shed. You know, if we want to go bigger on the cows, we can maybe look into that. But for now, that bale shed is the only thing we've added. Oh, and the fertilizer tank. The one that I put in before wasn't working. So I just added this one in with the same amount of fertilizer roughly in the tank to make it fair. Because we bought the fertilizer but the tanks haven't been updated yet, so I thought we may as well just change them out. But anyways, today on the farm we are going to be doing a bit of cultivating, seeding, mowing and a bit of rolling, because even though rolling might not be the most important job, it's definitely a job that should be done. Now, I wasn't really going to get a telehandler, but this one's actually on lease. They give us a really good deal to the point where I just couldn't let go of the deal, because if I let go it'd been silly. So they've given us this lovely Merlot multi-farmer 44.9. It's got 170 horsepower, and as you can see it's got a 3-point linkage on the back with a PTO, and we've got a bale spike, a bucket, some pallet forks, and then over here we've also got a bale grab for the silage bales. So that's really the big changes around the farm. I don't think there's anything else I can think of. So let's get cracking with a bit of field work, because we really do need to get our crops seeded in. I would like to get some oilseed rape in today because it's the perfect month for that. It's a good chance for us to use this Massey Ferguson. Now, do I need a front weight? I'm going to put one on just to be safe. I think there's one here. Yep, here we go. Perfect. It's just a small one, but it'll weigh the tractor down enough to make it not so. So one tip on the Andros. Sorry, still a bit rusty with the videos because it's technically still been 3 months, and this is only the 3rd video I've done in 3 months, so but I'm hoping to do more. I'm hoping to do at least 3 videos a week. It could be 4 if I'm having weeks where I get a bit more time. I'm hoping to do 4 videos at some point a week and 1 live stream, or it's more likely to be 3 videos a week and 1 live stream. Because the live streaming is something I really enjoy doing. It's just I never really get time to sit down and just do a live stream on another map because, for example, New Frontier, it's quite big fields, so it does take quite a while. But we'll get to it. So as you can see, that field's been harvested and baled, and all the bales have been picked up, and now the weeds have grown in, but of course we'll eventually cultivate them in, so you won't see them. And then of course you've got the field down here, which is the one we're going to start with today, and I think we'll actually do a bit of GPS on this because I haven't really used GPS much. Right, let's get this on the GPS course. I want to do one headland because I'm not too bothered. Right, we'll just start on this row. Get it lined up. Oh, that's the weight. Wait a minute. There we go. Perfect. Get the GPS on the go. Seems to be making a nice job. So I might turn the lines off actually, and try just do it by eye. There we go. Yep, seems to be working pretty well, that. And this will make a nice seed bed for all the oilseed rape to go into. And then we'll get it seeded, we'll get it rolled and fertilised, because I don't think it needs lime, from what I can remember. But we'll have a look at what the field needs. Yeah, nothing really. It's just weeds, and that's it. So what I'll do is I'll crack on with this, and I'll see you once we're finished.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. You look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you, I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you, I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you. Talking about yourself and you make me smile, I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to our favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye, something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like, there ain't nobody like. So lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you, I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you, I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you.
Alright, so that is this field almost finished. It hasn't actually taken us too long to do, and the ground looks really good, so now it's ready to be seeded in. But we're not actually going to do the seeding straight away, because I've taken on a contract, which you might see in the right hand corner, because I couldn't miss out on it. It was £40,000 to go and wrap some bales, so I think that's going to be the next job, is we will take this tractor back to the farmyard, and we will use the contractors' machines, because it saves our diesel, and of course we don't have a square bale wrapper because it's the square bales again. So that is down in field 27, which is one of the biggest grass fields on the map. So it is going to take us a decent amount of time, but I think what I'll do is I'll put it on a time lapse and we'll just crack on with it and get it done, even if that means I have to cut the time lapse short. It just gets it done, because £40,000 is a lot to us right now. You know, that'll take us up to about 75,000. And we can do a lot with that money. Another thing we're going to do, actually, before we do anything, is I've got some cows I want to sell off. And I've been looking into it, and I think we're actually going to sell the animal trailer as well, because it's only £800 for our cows to be sold, is what the fee they take off us. And to me, £800 is worth it over paying, you know, £20,000 for an animal trailer, which is what ours is worth. So I think that's what we'll do. The other thing we need to invest in is our pressure washer, because this tractor is getting pretty mucky. Right, we'll just park outside for now. So let's go and sell some cows to make us some money. Because we've got plenty of young stock now. Some of the older young stock, which are 17 months now, so they're getting pretty close to being able to reproduce and give us slurry and all that. I think, or is it 12 months they start producing slurry, so I think we're fine. So I've got 16, I think it is. And then I probably want to buy more back. Right, so it is these ones here. So we've got 8 of the Angus ones. So let's sell them. That's £25,000. And we've got these ones, which is the limousine. And that's another £25,000, which is a very nice £85,000 in the bank. But we're going to buy some new ones in because we want to keep just buying more and more. So can take another 16. So let's buy another 8, and we'll buy another 8. And that still leaves us with £80,000, £80,000, sorry, which is very good. And it's something I want to do. And the other thing I was going to do, I know this seems a bit unrealistic, but it is what you do in real life. You know, you would sell animal trailers if you're not using them, and sell animals at the market. So we are going to sell the animal trailer that came with the farm. Where is it? Here it is. So it is worth £18,000. So let's sell that because we're never going to really use it. And I think that's about it. And just ignore some of this stuff. It's down at the dealership. It's just tools to help us at the dealership. So yeah, now we're going to crack on with the contract. And as you can see, we're almost at £100,000. And then we've got a £40,000 contract. So we're getting really close to the amount of money we need to buy things like a plough, a sprayer, all that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk into the dealership. I'm going to go and pick this tractor and wrap her up, and I'll meet you down at the field. Alright, so we're here at the field now, so let's get this wrapper unfolded. And I've got to say, it's a nice wee tractor this, for something that's got 100 horsepower. But on the way up to the field here, I was having a wee think about what we should do for our money. And there's a piece of land that I've seen. I think it could be really good for the future of our farm because we could build a farm on it. It would mean we'd have to take a loan out, but my thinking is the first year we own it, we plough it all up and we turn it into an arable field because it means we get a bit of a profit out of it for 1 year, and then we lease a bigger combine out to harvest it, which will come at a cost. But what I'm going to do actually is if we do go ahead with that plan, maybe in the future, I will write down all the costs of the field. So if I use 3 bags of seed for that field, then I would write it all down. And if I used 4 bags of fertilizer, I would write down 4 bags of fertilizer, and so on and so on. And then, you know, combine costs and all that. So it's just an idea. I know we probably shouldn't go spending all our money. You know, we should look at upgrading our machines first, but it just means there'd be so much opportunity for this farm. And actually I can show you on the phone here. It's this piece up here. It's field 8. Now it's very expensive, 657,000, but we don't have to build on it for a start. As I said, plough it all up. You know, it's 27 acres, so it is pretty good. Plough it all up and we can use it for an arable field maybe for a couple of years and see if we can make that money back. And then when we've got the money to, we can build on it and build the dream farm, which is the aim, because I love the farm we've got right now, but I would love to build a massive dairy farm and a farm which has got plenty of grain sheds, because that's what we're lacking, I would say, is grain sheds. So I'm going to hold off on that idea for now, building on fields anyway. But you never know. We might look into it, or we could maybe find a smaller field, such as, I know I don't go into this many too much, but such as like this field here. Still 563,000. Let's see. Just having a look what we can get for our money now. We don't want to buy that because that's a bit hilly for us, I think. That's 1.3, so let's just ignore that. I don't really want to go this field because it's right next to a farm. Yeah, this to me seems the best bit to buy. if we do get the opportunity to do that. Yeah, because it seems like you're getting a decent amount of acres for your money. So what I might do is I might put a wee poll out in the future. This could be in 3 or 4 episodes time, because it's not something I really want to be doing right now, putting ourselves into debt. I'd rather invest the money actually in buying a telehandler or upgrading one of the tractors, or upgrading the combine. That would be an even better thing. Upgrade the combine because it is a bit old and I'm starting to notice a few things with it that are slowing down, so we could do with upgrading that. But anyways, this seems to be going well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this on a time lapse and I'll see you once we're finished. Right, so that is all the bale wrapping done. I did have to end up cutting the time lapse short because it did take a very long time. But anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to go into this menu and we are going to go and collect the money for the contract. So we did lose a bit of extra money because I had to refill it with wrap on the wrapper, so we have lost a bit of money, I think. But anyways, let's collect this. There we go. The bank account is now looking very nice. £139,000. It probably won't last too long, but it's much better than we started with. I think we've made pretty much about £105,000 today. So that's really good. I'm not sure what I want to do with it, because I want to invest into something that will make the farm back money, rather than just buying something that won't make us any money in return. So I'm not sure. I'm still going back and forth by the idea of the land and then ploughing it up and seeding it in, but that would be something we'd have to do pretty soon because next month is September and that's when you seed most of the crops. So we'd have to make a decision soon, and we'd have to lease some bigger machines to get the field all sorted out as well. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the farm and I'll meet you there. Right, so that's us back in the farmyard now. So let's just move this tractor a bit actually, because I think it might be in the way of the seeder. And we are going to go and get a bit of seeding done. We'll just put the tractor in this bunker silo where I put all the silage bales, which was the other thing I did. The silage bales are now all sorted. Right. Leave that there. And let's go into this shed. And we want to... we'll just pull this forward a wee bit. We'll lift it up, pull it forward. Let's just do this. Let's get it in the doorway. We want to open that up. Lower it down. Right. Now we want to jump into the telehandler, which I did move a wee bit just because I was making sure all the hydraulics and all that were plugged in right. Because I've not done much work with a telehandler in Farm Sim 25, so I was just making sure all the hydraulics and all that were plugged in. But anyways, let's fill the seeder right up because I'm not sure how much we'll use on seed. I do remember that oilseed rape doesn't use as much seed as maybe wheat or barley, but still uses a decent amount. There we go. So that'll probably be about 1500 litres of seed, which should last us the whole field. Anyways, let's have a look at the scales in here. 1800 litres, even better. Right, let's get that hatch put down. We'll lift the seeder up, and we'll pull it out the shed. Right, this is going to be a bit of a tight gap getting down the roads here. So I think I'll turn the camera off just to make it easier, so I'll see you once I'm at the field. Right, so we're here at the field now, so let's get the GPS all set up in this tractor. I'm going to do one headland again, and we don't want to show the lines, do we? No, we do want to show the lines for the first up and down. There we go. And it should just pop up. Right, we'll start on this one here. And we'll do the headlands last because I believe that's how you're meant to do it. What we'll do is we'll just go all the way back here, get this fired up, get the GPS activated, and that's us on the move. 7 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour, that's alright. Could be worse. We might look at the seeder getting it upgraded at some point, but for now we've not actually used it, so there's no point. But it seems to be doing a pretty good job. So we'll crack on with this, and I'll see you once we've completed the field.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country, yeah, she's my country got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smile, and there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her actress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. Guitar. Yeah. All right. Wouldn't lie to you. Doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me.
Right, so that's me on the last pass now of the field, and it has taken us a good while to do this, but that'll be the oilseed rape all seeded in, which will be good. I've got to say, this tractor's handling the seeder pretty well, and this GPS, it's working really well. It's a very handy tool, but I do think we'll need to upgrade the seeder at some point, because I feel that it's going to be just too small. You know, if we, for example, if we get that big field over there, of course on finance, then it's going to be a big field for this, because it's really about double the size of this one. There it is. I don't know if we look at it actually. Yeah, it's quite a big field, as you can see. I would plough all this up and make it into a big field or something. So we'll need to look at upgrading the seeder. I've seen one that I like the look of. It's about 3 times the size of this one, so it's much bigger, but I got one of them priced up, and then I got an 8-meter one priced up, and for an extra 6 grand you're getting 4 more meters. I would pay the 6 grand just to have the extra 4 meters. I think it's a Lemkin one. It's about £165,000, so it is quite a cost, but we'd not have to buy a seeder again really. So that's why I'd probably just upgrade to the big one. But anyways, we're going to move on to doing a bit of mowing, I think, now. And actually, I've been thinking about, I think that's the one thing I want to upgrade, is our mower set, because the ones we have are alright, but I think we could get something better. And I'm not sure if it'll still be there. Yes, it is. But there's a used Pottinger mower, and I can buy a front mower for this, and it's half price pretty much. So I think this is probably the one I'll go for. You know what? Let's just do it. We're going to do it. I'm not going to think about it, because grass is probably what we've got most of at the minute. So let's just do it. And then we need to get a front one, and then we need to sell the ones we have. The other thing I need to upgrade at some point is our windrower. Oh, it's only 13.5. I believe this one actually swaths as well, so if we were doing silage, it's going to work really well. And I think ours is worth about 20 grand. Let's see. Probably went past it. Here it is. 9 and 11. Still £108,000, so it's not bad. So we'll go and pick them up now from the store, and I think we'll have to use the Fendt tractor, because the mowers do require a lot of horsepower, but that's fine. And I think we'll get onto this big field here today, and I'm not sure what should we. I think I did say hay, but do we need hay? I could do some bunker silage for something a bit different. I'm not sure. Is hay the best way to go? Or should we do silage bales maybe? I know we've got a lot of them, but you can never have too many silage bales. Right, so let's get this all disconnected. So that we can get the mowers all set up, and yeah, we need to get them all set up because I probably will do silage bales since we got that amazing baler. Alright, we'll just park it over here next to our wee dirt bike, which we haven't actually used much of. There we go. And we'll need to take the front weight off since we got a front mower. But yeah, this is really going to upgrade our grass mowing setup. We've got the best mowers you can buy, unless you're going for a big Krone, big M, self-propelled mower. So I'm curious, how much is a new windrower? This is the one I really want. I don't know what it is, I just like to look at the class ones. Because our windrower is actually probably the smallest thing in the grass mowing setup. And this one looks pretty big, but there is some pretty big grass fields out there, so this would do us really well. How much is ours worth? I know, like, I know it feels like I'm selling and buying a lot of new things, but it was going to be done at some point when we made some money. It's just because if ours is worth a decent amount, which I'm not sure if it will be. Here it is, 13,000. I don't really want to be spending all the money that we've just made. The mowers wasn't so bad because that was a nice easy upgrade. We probably only spent about 20 odd thousand on them, so it wasn't too bad. The other thing I actually need to look into is getting a sprayer and a plough, which the plough is more likely what I'm going to buy, because we don't really need a sprayer because we've already got what do you call it, a weeder, and we've also got a fertilizer spreader, but we don't have a plough. And if we buy that big field up there, we'll need a plough. So when I'm going down to the store here, I might get them to price me up a plough, and I'll either buy it if it's a good price, because this tractor can actually handle a pretty decent sized plough. So we might go on priced up and see what we can get for our money. So I don't really want to be spending more than 50,000 on one, which sounds a lot, but it'd be the kind of plough that I would just never get rid of. So that's why I would spend a bit more. Normally I would spend about 20-30,000 on a plough, but yeah, I think something like that one there is kind of what we want. It's quite a big one, but it would do us well. So anyways, let's get hooked up to these mowers. There we go. I think these mowers look amazing on this tractor. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. So let's go and have a look at ploughs. I know it's something we don't really need, but I do need to plough the grass fields up, some of them. Yeah, this is it here, 50,000. Okay, so it is about our budget. Something like this is what we want. I don't know if it's the right choice because I could put some of the money down to buy that field that I really want, and then use the rest of the money to lease machines out. Because we've got 108,000. If we bought that field, what was it, 600 odd thousand, which is a lot, but I think we could find a way of making that money back over 2 years. Well, maybe not 2 years, maybe more. But you know, we could plough it up, and as I said, we can seed in something maybe like, we can either go high yielding like barley, or we can maybe put something like oats or oilseed rape, which produces quite a high cost, but not such a high yield. Geez, this tractor is struggling a bit going up here, but it is a bit of an incline. But yeah, something like oats, maybe that's something we can do, because they produce straw, so we get a lot of straw bales out of it. But I don't know if it's just too early on in the series really to be going that big. But there's not really anything else that would give us that much opportunity. Oh, somehow I've been dragging a pallet or something. Right, that's... Don't worry, I will pick that up. I'll kind of just shunt into the side of the roads for now, just so it's out of the way traffic. There we go. But I will come back for that at some point, because I shouldn't leave it there. Or if we get that, I was just thinking actually, if we get that big field, we don't have to turn it into arable, we could just mow it and see how much silage we can get off of it. And then the silage is worth quite a lot of money and you get a lot of it, high yielding. So that could be something we look into. Right, this is the field. Let's get this all unfolded. I think we will do more silage just because I prefer to have silage over hay, and we've got plenty of hay. We've probably got about 40 bales. Oh, wait a minute, let's just get this unfolded. There we go. There we go. Right, I think that's the right setting. So we want to put the front one down first, and then we want to roll forward, and then we want to put the rear ones down. There we go. Perfect. That's what we need. It's looking pretty good, and it's going to save us a lot of time having the swathing plates on the mower. So let's crack on with this, and I'll see you once it's finished. So that is the grass fields all mowed up. In the end, I decided to do this part as well, just because there was no point just leaving it out if we had the mowers out already. So we'll do both of those fields eventually, but I want to leave them to dry a wee bit, because they are quite damp. So what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to get the rollers out and I'm going to get rolling, because it's definitely a job that we want to do now. Because like fertilising, it can wait till next month, you know, when the crop's grown a wee bit, but rolling you can't really, you've got to do it as soon as you've seeded it in. So I think it's a very good job for, let's see, probably the Massey Ferguson, because I'm not sure if, by the way I mean the bigger Massey Ferguson, because I don't know if the smaller Massey Ferguson would manage it, or if the John Deere would manage it. So it's probably just best to use this tractor because it's got 190 horsepower, so we may as well use it. The other thing I was thinking about is we could maybe actually sell some silage bales because we've got so much silage in the pit to use. Oh, oh no, I've realised what I've done. I dropped the weight. There we go. Right, we want to drop the cultivator, not the weight. Right, but yeah, we've got so much silage in the pit. We may as well keep all the silage in the pit because it's easier to use that on the farm than selling it off. Where am I going? Rollers. Here we are. Right, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to head down to the arable fields and we're going to get that rolled up because, as I said, we can't really do it next month because then the crop will have grown in. And it is a decent sized roller, so we can get it done pretty quick. And I think after that, we'll just leave it there for this episode because we have done a decent amount, had a pretty productive day. So we'll just crack on with this and then I think we'll leave it there. I was thinking about while I was doing the mowing there that we might actually need to invest in a slurry tanker at some point. But the reason I'm not going to buy one outright is because I'm actually waiting for a certain mod to come out by 4D Modding, and that is the Abbey slurry tanker. Because I feel like that would fit in really well for this map. So that's why I don't really want to buy one. So we'll probably just lease one because we do have close to 80,000 litres of slurry sitting in the tank. And we may as well use it because it'll save us costs on fertiliser. I'm sure we've got about 80,000, so we make 80,000, so we may as well use it. I'll have a look when I've stopped here. But as you can see, we've got some small stones in the field here, so we just need to press them in with the rollers, so that's the main reason we're doing it. Yeah, 78,000 litres of slurry. But yeah, it's got working with a 12 metres, so we should get it done very fast. There is a lot of weight to this light, so hopefully this tractor will manage it fine, which it seems to be, and it seems to be pushing all the stones in, so that's perfect. So yeah, we'll crack on with this and I'll see you once we've finished.
I know we only met just now, and I don't wanna freak you out now. But baby, all I think about is you and me up in a tree, yeah. You whisper something in my ear, the only thing I wanna hear. Oh, you tell me that you think about us, K-I-S-S-I-N-G, yeah. I go and pay at the bar, you go and order a car. I might not give you my heart, but you get up the rest.
Alright, so that is that field all done. It's looking really nice and it has pushed all the stones in, so that's going to give us, I think it's about a 2% extra yield. But when I was sitting in the tractor thinking, I thought we were going to spend some of the money on, and it doesn't actually cost a crazy amount. So I think we need to upgrade our grain trailer. I know harvest just went past, but this is the one I'm looking into. It's not a bad price. I'm not sure. I think our harvester would struggle with that, and it leaves me room to upgrade it in the future because this is not going to be a forever trailer, because I know there is going to be some nice UK ones coming at some point. So let's spec up a wee bit, and let's get it all put on. I'm not going to put a platform because I'm not bothered. But yeah, for 29,000, I think that's quite good. And we're getting a 21, basically 22,000 litre trailer, so it's definitely a good upgrade over what we have. So let's get that bought, and then it means, geez, I feel like I'm buying and selling a lot in this episode, but just because we've got so much money, instead of having it sitting in the bank, you know, just getting taken away by property costs, and putting it into something like this, like a new trailer and other new bits. But anyways, we're going to sell our old one, and that still leaves us with £91,000. So we're not doing too bad. This farm is growing pretty fast. We're on episode 3 and we've already bought a bigger trailer. What else? It'll come to me. Oh, bigger mowers, and I think that's it really. And we've earned quite a bit of money. I mean, we started the episode at 30 odd thousand, and now we're up to 91,000. So we've done pretty well. If we keep going like this, we're going to be expanding quite quickly. But yeah, I feel like we should do something about getting that field up there, because it could be a great opportunity for us to expand the farm out, and also just have a nice sized field. And it is one of the smaller fields you can buy on the map, you know, and we are going to have to do it at some point, because you can't really rent fields in the Farm Simulator. Otherwise I probably would just rent it out, and it's a shame there's not a mod for that on the console, because it's a script mod. I think there was one on Farm Simulator 22 for PC, and you could rent fields out, which would have been much better for us, because it would have saved us a lot of money at first anyway. Right, I think we'll just park this back in this shed for now. It will get used again at some point. There we go. It will get used again, so we'll just leave it there. Right, so we'll just park this back up in the shed here. And we'll leave it there for this episode. So let's just get this door closed, and we'll head back to the farmhouse. It's only 10:30, so we might do another episode in August and get all those fields baled up, the grass anyway, and get some slurry on maybe. But wait and see how it goes. So I'm going to leave it there for this episode. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe, and also comment down below what you think of this series so far and if you're enjoying it. And if you'd like to share this video with anyone else, I'd appreciate that as well. And if you'd like to check out any of my socials, they are linked below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.